In this session, we are going to discuss controllers used in control system. Automatic control system is used to maintain its output within desirable limit. Controllers are used to improve the performance of a control system. Right now, we will discuss proportional controller. This is the block diagram of proportional control process. RS, that is input in Laplace transformation, CS, that is output, HS, feedback part transfer function, ES, that is error signal, KP, gain of the proportional controller, GS, forward path transfer function. Gain of proportional controller is usually kept greater than 1, but it is not always necessary. In most of the cases, KP is greater than 1. Following are the important points related with the proportional controller. Remember, KP is the ratio of EAS to ES. EAS, that is actuating signal, and whereas ES, that is the error signal, or we can say ES multiplied by KP, we are going to get EAS. KP is the ratio of EAS to ES. Output of the controller is directly proportional to ES. Sluggish overdamped response can be made faster by using proportional controller. Steady state error is reduced or system becomes accurate. Maximum overshoot is increased. Earlier we have discussed proportional controller, in which actuating signal is directly proportional to error signal. Now we will discuss derivative controller. In derivative controller, actuating signal consists of error signal and its derivative. Remember, in this controller, actuating signal consists of error signal and its derivative. TD is a constant here. Taking Laplace transformation of this expression, EAS, that is ES plus Laplace transformation of first order differentiation, SES, whereas TD is constant. This is the block diagram of derivative control process. By using block diagram reduction, we can find overall transfer function, and that is equal to this here. How to find? These two blocks are connected in parallel. Therefore, overall transfer function will be the summation of individual transfer function. It means 1 plus STD. General transfer function of second order control system. You multiplied these two, 1 plus STD multiplied by this block. This will act as a GS, whereas HS equal to 1. Apply the formula GS upon 1 plus GS HS. You are going to get this expression here. Overall transfer function for this derivative controller. And it is well known to us, this denominator is called as characteristic equation. Now we are comparing this characteristic equation with this to find the value of new damping ratio. You just compare this bracket, quantity written in this bracket, with this. ये जो मैंने अंडरलाइन किया हुआ है, इस एक्सप्रेशन को आप कंपेयर कीजिए टू गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ न्यू डैम्पिंग रेशियो. That is zeta plus omega n square TD. And it is well clear to us that damping ratio is increased. Earlier damping ratio was only zeta, now new damping ratio is zeta plus omega n square Td. It means damping ratio is increased, therefore certainly maximum overshoot will reduce. And see the case here. This is 1 plus STD corresponding to this term 1 plus STD. It means S equal to minus 1 by TD, or we can say 0 is added in the transfer function. Since 0 is added in the transfer function, therefore rise time is reduced. So what is the effect of derivative control? Damping ratio is increased, maximum overshoot is reduced, whereas TR is also reduced. Now we know final value theorem. Limit of t tends to infinite is equal to limit of s tends to 0 as fs. This final value theorem is written for the error signal, therefore it becomes limit of t tends to infinite et equal to limit of s tends to 0 as es. Final value theorem is written for error signal et. And error transformation ratio is known to us. Es by Rs equal to 1 upon 1 plus Gs Hs, which can be written as Es equal to Rs into 1 upon 1 plus Gs Hs. Now put the value of Es here. It becomes Es equal to limit of s tends to 0 s into Rs upon 1 plus Gs Hs. In short, इस ES की वैल्यू यहां पर हमें पुट करना है. नाउ वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ स्टेडी स्टेट एरर with derivative control and without derivative control. Consider ramp function as an input. In both the cases, you will find that steady state error will be equal to 2 zeta upon omega n. It means with and without derivative control, value of the steady state error will remain same. So in short, what are the advantages of this derivative control? So damping ratio is increased, maximum overshoot is reduced. Since 0 is added, therefore rise time is also reduced, whereas there is no change in the value of steady state error. In both the cases, when we are applying derivative control or when we are not applying derivative control, value of the steady state error is same. Ramp function is considered as a input. Thank you.